Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, hot dog gang, little smokies, general, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day today. I'm sorry for being a little bit late. If you did not catch last night's late night stream, I did say a couple times that there was a good chance I'd be a little bit, past 3 p.m. today, mostly because I had to ask, Exile to do another thumbnail. And he's on vacation. He's cooking them out though. I gotta admit, for doing them, I think he's done most of my thumbnails on his phone. He's cooking. And then yeah, I was up hella late. I knew it was gonna be a minute. I actually fell asleep earlier than I thought I would though. But we got Dummy with the Glizzy General for 1 month who's about to hear me butcher some Spanish because Dummy said, "Hola, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Dummy." I probably butchered that. I'm not good at Spanish at all. But we're here and we're live. So today, I realized I actually never hit this topic at all, but I did want to talk about it because honestly, I'm not surprised that it happened. I don't think a lot of you guys will be either. The Tate brothers got some more charges going against them. So they were back in Miami. If you don't know anything about previously what happened with them, they had charges back in Romania, mostly due to trafficking, related to like how they operated their sex work businesses, so to say. Those charges never ended up really going anywhere as far as Romania went, but the UK is actually busting down on the brothers now, and there's completely different people involved and different charges. So let me go ahead and pull this up so we can go ahead and start getting into things. Oh my god, that's bright as hell. Sorry, I hate when it's bright. Let me just slide this way. Uno moment. Okay, so 4 days ago, TMZ reported on saying that they were arrested in Miami, and TMZ's pretty fast with their reports. So Andrew and Tristan were apparently set to host some bare knuckle boxing event. I don't really care. I don't really like either one of these people at all. But before that could even happen, they were taken into custody Saturday afternoon in Miami. They were in the same city where their bare knuckle boxing event was supposed to go down, supposedly. Now, there is some photos and videos of them being arrested. Let me pull this up to start. Beautiful. Oh, hello, Alexis. Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon. I'm used to saying good morning, even though I never stream in the morning, ever. We got Spooples with the 199 who said, "Fun reminder, Tate got arrested because of a pizza box." What? Okay, well, I guess we'll get into it. TMZ. The dramatic skirting off.
Mr. Tate, would you mind signing?
Sorry, I gotta start. Can we start with this guy's outfit? Oh, I still have the goddamn extension. I do this every time. Don't mind me. That's supposed to be daily members goal. But starting with this guy's outfit, right? This guy always claims he's like, what, top G or whatever. He's like the most alpha man in the world. And you're telling me he's wearing pants that don't even go down to his ankles? I can see up to bro's shins. Like, that's actually diabolical. But sorry. I can't type and think at the same time sometimes. I'm a terrible multitasker. It's god awful. Then we're gonna look at this open button down shirt, whatever. He just looks, I don't know. When I first saw this video, I don't know if you remember, when he first got arrested, there was this guy who like went viral for being an Andrew Tate impersonator who, like, would just, like, hit the splits and, like, do a bunch of, like, TikTok dance trends. I thought it was that guy. Because I was like, there's no way he'd be wearing an outfit this tight. But he is. And the poses he's hitting. Look at the shoes, bruh. Look at the shoes. Big Porky said him getting arrested in a going out blouse and sensible heels. That's diabolical because it's so accurate. Also, who is this guy in the back who's also getting it? Is this his brother? Whoever this guy is, also dressed like a... Is this like the cornball convention? I think that is his brother. Wow, that is his brother. Bro, that is so fucking funny. Why are they dressed like actual clowns? For a second, I saw him in the background, and before I realized he was in cuffs, I thought he was an Amish guy. I questioned, even for a second, if he might be, like, Orthodox Jewish. The last thing I expected was this was actually Tristan Tate. I was joking. Why is he dressed like this? Dude, who is this guy? Bro. My favorite part of this is just like, what are they all wearing? Do you guys remember that Logan Paul music video that happened like way back in the day? And the guy who was like, English is my city? He looks just like that. He looks just like that. He looks like Bling Bling Boy if you put him in a coat. Like, the thing is, I've been to Miami. This is not how everyone dresses. This is certainly a choice. Dude, why is every male here wearing pants that are, like, way too tight? Look at this guy's over here, like, his knees are fighting for his life.
Back up. Back up.
That guy wearing that hat while wearing, like, I don't know. It's hard to take him seriously in that hat. This is really funny, though.
Guys, back up.
I think they're far back in it. Like, how far back you want them? I'm trying to get the T. Let TMZ film. So... Here, I think that's like the general gist of pretty much what's in this video for a second here until they actually get, you can see them getting walked off into the whip. Wow. Kangaroo said my name is Nick Compton. Yes, you know. Wow. Riveting. Now, once again, I think that's pretty much it for the whole video. You know, TMZ tries to do their TMZ thing. Yeah, it's just like videos of them being taken into the car. That's it. They get the full T. Oh, I was already on full screen. What was I doing? Silly little me. Hi, Renee. But Wait a minute. They gave us some really good photos of the clown convention. Yo, what the fuck are these shoes? What are those, buddy? Holy shit. These pants don't fit. This shirt doesn't fit. This is so fucking funny. And this guy claims he's like top G, by the way. He could fuck any woman he wants. Ghosty Bun said, I think calling them clowns is a disservice to clowns. It looks like he's about to shed his outfit. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Like, he's like a snake who's like outgrowing his skin and it's about to shed off. Yet straight pantaloons. You can literally see up to his shins here. This is absolutely comical, man. Dude, and this sassy pose. Like, he's really feeling himself. This is his Sunday's best. Yo, have you guys ever seen those, what are they called? Those books? I think it's called Animorphs. Animorphs. It's like people who are mutating into animals. It looks like he's slowly like mutating into a butterfly. He's turning into a pretty little butterfly. Why he got the lemon pepper stepper 5000s on? Why does he look so old? Why does he look ancient? Why does the vest on his suit just not look right at all? Like, the top of his suit just doesn't look like it's sitting right. And, bro, his shoes. Who is this guy? I'm having a really good time here. Why was he wearing a fedora? He was about to hit a hello princess in the club. Like, this is crazy. This guy's mustache is diabolical. Don't know who this guy is at all. I'm assuming he's like in the people arresting. But like, could you see it? I don't know if you could see it that well. He has like a really funny little mustache. Not the courtroom, milady. Why are his feet so big? Dude, what size shoe does this motherfucker wear? Why are his feet like comically large? He looks like a Bigfoot found photo. Yeah, if what are those was a person, if what are those were two brothers, really, respectfully. Dude, his shirt is, dude, the buttons are fighting. The cotton, whatever his shirt's made out of, is fighting to breathe. Holy damn. It's like an overstuffed sausage, like popping out the casing top. And you're trying to still, like, force it to fit, but it's, like, spilling out. That's nutty. I thought this guy was, like, a millionaire. He can't buy fucking shirts that fit. He can't buy pants that go down to his ankles. His shoes don't even go around his heels. He's looking like very fee-fi-fo-fum in this photo. So is he! Bro, these are diabolical-ass pictures. I can't help myself. I'm literally just going through, it's like a roast gallery at this point. Beloved Tally said the skinny jeans and the inverted knees. No, literally, that's so... His knees are like buckled. Why does he have like his feet pointed out like he's a duck? Dude, this cop is also standing diabolically. That's really funny. Phew! Phew! Oh my god. Excuse me. Excuse my harsh sneezing. So, as you guys could see from that, that was what happened on Sunday. Now, let me back this up to where we were. And let's go ahead and grab, I'm looking for the page that has the shit on what they were arrested for. Here it is. Let me just make it tiny like I have the other one, so it's not making my entire face light up with the white screen. Okay. So it says that new documents detail R-word charges against the brothers in the UK. And so far, here's what's being said. So they're currently in custody in Florida, and they're going to be extradited from Florida to the UK. It says that Ooh. So yeah, as bad, it starts with R-word charges, goes as far as X trafficking charges, and more. God, it gets really bad here. So in federal filings that were released Monday, like not this Monday, like this Monday, not the Monday before. Look, does that? I don't know. They're confusing. I hope you understand what I'm saying with that. Anyways, so it says that both brothers have complaints made about them about I'm trying to think of how I can say it. About SA, about physical as well as SA, and claims that women were choked, sometimes to the point of passing out and then being R-worded. Okay, and that's just where it starts. Here, let me grab, I'm missing the other doc. Okay, so to be clear, there is 38 additional charges from the UK. There's also charges including CP. Sorry, I have to think of how I can say things sometimes. So if I look like I'm thinking for a second, it's because I'm thinking of how to not get super TOS'd for explaining it. So, there is 59 charges that have been put against them total in total time, but currently 38 of them are from the UK. And that's UK Crown Prosecution Service. God, okay. So there is 4 additional victims from what initially was reported from the Romania case that happened, I believe it's 2 years ago now. It says, in a complaint unsealed Monday against Andrew Tate, prosecutors detailed allegations from British authorities that involved 2 victims, and it said that one woman was working in the webcam business who was put in chokeholds, causing her to lose consciousness, and that led to an attack of SA that happened at her home, and she claims that this happened in 2015 in Bedford, England. And the other victim that came forward in this, because it's split, because there's 4 victims in total, 2 are on this one, and I believe it's like 1 and 1 separate in how the charges are going through. If that's confusing, I can kind of like explain it, but it's like 2 people came forward together at once and did one, and then one came, and then the other one came. So the other victim alleged that she did have consensual sex with Andrew in 2014 after they met on a dating app. But in a separate encounter, he visited her home in Manchester, England, and during them having sex, she said that he pinned her down until she was unable to breathe, and she said she was afraid he would not stop and was going to kill her. Her words. So, that's just starting off with 2 of the people. And remember, there is 59 charges that come out in total. There's 38 just in the UK. It's like separated. Oh, thank you. It's obviously Danny for the One Hot Dog Gang gifted member. Let me, sorry, this is bad time to switch this over, but I need to pull this really quickly. Boop, boop, be-doop, so I can put it over here. Yeah, this one's definitely a crazy case. I'm not going to lie. The entire time I've been checking up on like what the fuck's been happening, the more you realize how disgusting these guys are. I mean, I don't think anybody didn't know that these guys suck, right? Like if you've seen any of their like red pill type content or whatever, they're just misogynists packaged up in a bow of like, we'll teach you how to get women because we're rich, but they don't really get women. They like do shit like this. Yeah, like Hex said, they've always been shitty people. It's not really a secret. Okay, so there is an additional 7 R-word counts, 3 counts of X trafficking, 3 counts of regular assault, 19 more charges related to indecent images, indecent, extreme. I need to include the word extreme, right? Because it says it here, but I won't be able to read it the way it says it without getting TOS. It says extreme CP, okay? Just to be fucking clear. I want to, like, the way that it is put, and 19 of the charges are that. So to be really fucking clear, like, I just want to explain the severity of this because I don't want it to be watered down, but you know, they'll only let you say so much. Yeah, it's actual. Yes, thank you, Tan Bradshaw. CSAM. So there's now 42 charges, including R-word, the last one we just said, and trafficking. Then, in an unsealed document, British authorities alleged he repeatedly R-word the same woman he was in a long-term and romantic relationship with between 2012 to 2013, once again, choking her to the point that she was unconscious, hitting her with a belt on multiple occasions that caused serious bruising and welts on her body, and on one occasion said he struck her, causing a black eye. Totally separate from the other two but do you notice a pattern here? Do you notice some similarity? Like, that's my fucking problem. Like, that's what shit like this pisses me off, is because, like, these guys could have already been locked up. These guys could have already been locked up. They were so close. Shit makes me so mad. Then it says, now the first two people we listed were Andrew. That third person is Tristan, Andrew's brother. Now they're brothers. The cases are separate, but between the two of them, 59. 48 of the charges, or 49, was it 48 or 49? Oh, 42. 42 of the charges are against Andrew. So the ones that I'm listing off now are the ones that are against Tristan. So that story about the long-term relationship between 2012 2013, to be clear, that's Tristan, not Andrew. These do get separated a little bit. But the reason I'm pointing out the pattern is because these brothers are the same. They do the same shit. So then it says Tristan also has 2 new counts of R-word, 1 SA, and 3 counts of facilitating travel for exploitation. He faces 17 charges of his own, ranging from SA, R-word, and trafficking. He does not have any of the charges. Tristan, the brother, does not have any of the CSAM charges. Those are all on Andrew, to be clear, because that is a serious thing to, like, mess up. The charges are all for Andrew on that. It says that prosecutors say that British investigators obtained witness statements, electronic messages, and photographs. They say that corroborate the allegations. The Tates have previously denied wrongdoing. And it says that they reached out for a statement, and the attorneys reached back and said that the legal team is seeking bail, and prosecutors have said that both should be detained without bond, arguing that they are a danger to the community and a flight risk, saying that they were granted bail in Romania and have complied with all conditions imposed. So the U.S. court should likewise release the brothers from custody while our legal team contests the false claims against them, even though the prosecutors in the UK are arguing no, they believe that they're flight risk. So, just based off of the charges, you guys can tell this is going to be a wild case. I am really interested now to see who's going to be screaming from the rooftops, free Tate, like they were when he got charged in Romania. I'm really interested to see who's going to come out and say that now. Ghosty Bun said they are a flight risk. Didn't they do that the last time they were charged? Well, I guess the prosecutors are arguing that they haven't. Or not the prosecutors, their attorneys are arguing that they haven't to the prosecutors, so. Boom. I forgot to put that back up. Now, it says that when they were arrested in 2022 in Romania, they were prohibited from leaving the country, but Romanian authorities had actually lifted their travel restrictions, and that's how they got to Florida on a private jet. So they technically stayed in Romania until they were told, and like, there's no way to prove anything of the sort, but a lot of people think that there was some sort of potential corruption that happened in Romania, all alleged, all theories, that maybe people were, like, paid off to, like, let them be able to travel back to Florida, because they went from being stuck in Romanian jail to being able to fly back on a private jet, right? So, hard to say what actually happened there. It could have just been, you know, Romanian government decided they served enough time. I don't really know what the process is like in a country like Romania. If any of you are potentially Romanian, could speak on it, but yeah. All right. So it says that they both do hold US and UK dual citizenship, and that's like part of why it's going to be like easier for them to be charged in the UK, because it's a little bit different than Romania. So now at the moment, as far as everything goes with that, that's what we got. We're waiting for them to be extradited back to the UK for the cases to start. If you guys want me to keep you posted on what happens, I'll let you know if there's any major updates in it, but I just wanted to talk about it because, look, I'm gonna be real. We have seen the absolute crash out, like fall off of all of these, like, red pill people, it seems like. Who is still a popular, like, red pill creator that you can think of off the bat that hasn't done some shitty thing, that hasn't been canceled? Oh wait, they're like all canceled. They all suck, or like their shit's banned. They don't post where they used to post. They're not relevant anymore. Why? Because most people stepped away from that type of shit. They realize, oh, these are actually just misogynistic, shitty people pushing guys toward being an incel. Investigator Rivers said tech. I mean, that one's a confusing one, because he lives in, like, San Francisco, so wouldn't he be, like, mega liberal? I don't know. Ghosty Bun said, I think Romanian laws are also very loose there, which is why they set up their shit. Yeah, that's true. And I think that's why they were able to get out of things like the way that they were. It's definitely shady, hard to say what's going to happen moving forward, but I will say the UK should be able to get some actual charges against people. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And especially if they're saying they have photographic evidence, how do you deny that? Oh, Ghosty Bun said, please do their fucking weirdos. Yeah, I absolutely got you. So there was another thing, actually kind of similar, that just happened that I wanted to mention. Somebody DM'd me about it right before the stream started, so I didn't get to look too much into it, but I had seen something about it on Twitter. Oh yeah, okay, so Do you guys know who Daniel Larson is at all? Have you ever heard the name? I don't know much about him, but I know he's like kind of like a lolcow guy or whatever. But Daniel Larson apparently was arrested in April 2024 on federal charges, but he's been arrested again recently. Here, let me grab, because it happened like yesterday or something. It's actually crazy. Here, let me grab. Oh, that's what it is. He got released. That's what it is. Here, let me grab. Bum, bum, bum. Investigator Rivers said, isn't he Trisha's ex? Is he Trisha's ex? I don't think so. Is he? Online controversies. Oh, he had an unhealthy obsession with Grace Vanderwall. That's what he's known for. That's what I remember him being known for. Okay. Oh, yeah. So basically, he was released after pleading guilty to threatening an FBI agent. So he was arrested all the way back in 2024, April 2024 for that. And it's 2026 now. So he was sentenced to time served and is going to be spending 2 years on supervised release, which includes the monitoring of his phone to track his interactions with online trolls. Now, something that's interesting is, does anyone know who Grace Vanderwall is? Well, she was, I believe, the winner of her season of AGT, America's Got Talent, or she was either just a contestant who did really successfully. She had that I Don't Know My Name song. And I'm not making fun of her, that's just, I can't sing like how she does. She sings in cursive. She was like what started the cursive singing movement of, like, the meme of it, right? Okay? So, she is currently 22 years old. How old do you think Daniel Larson is? Any guesses? The ukulele contestant, yes. Yeah, Captain Capri said, bro, she's a kid. Yeah, so he's currently 27. Now, this started around 2020. Does anyone want to do some quick maths? Because if she's 22 in 2026, okay, so subtract 6. Yep, I'm just saying. So basically, he started having this like weird obsessed relationship with her where do you guys know about like that Timber Sperry person who's like really obsessed with what's that guy's name? If you know what I'm talking about. It's like that. It's like literally that. He has that exact same I think still, I don't know. I'm not super well versed in the Danielle Larson universe. But he had that obsession with her, alleging that they were in a secret relationship and claimed they had future marriage plans. So basically just unhinged stalker-like behavior towards this young woman. Way too young woman. Dylan Sperry. Thank you. I was like, I couldn't remember the name for the life of me right now with the lolcow shit. But yeah, so this guy just got released. He's supposed to be on a monitored probation though. So I guess we'll see how things go. And This guy scares me. His face alone, let me pull it up. He's scary as fuck looking. I'll be real. This is like his own, like, upload. Oh, no. This is his own uploaded photo to a website. And I'm like, why would you ever upload this anywhere and make us fucking have to look at this? Christ almighty. I don't like that. I had to take that down because it made me kind of uncomfortable, to be real. Julian Thrill said that's so unsettling. That's what I'm saying. He reminds me of like those guys that you like see walking down the street that got those signs that are like, I don't need money. I just want a beer. Like, I know. I could tell you were hungry, man. We could all tell. You know that picture of Patrick where he's got like the one little tooth in the front? That's also kind of what he reminds me of, but like skinny and a little cracked out. Yeah, dead eyes for real. Yeah, very true, Joe. Loki Bear said F. Yeah, that guy freaks me out. So, just on the topic of people being arrested, that's what we got in the creator arrested space. Also, I want to give you guys just a small update on something we talked about a little while ago. I'm not even gonna like play clips for this, but the Ice Poseidon house that we watched for a while ended, and I just wanted to let you know how things went. They ended up bringing back the wild Latina into the mix, and she won with the Look Smaxer guy. Like, they did like a final thing where they were like, you can either steal or both agree to split the money, but if one of you steals, then the other person doesn't get any money. And they both just agreed to split the money, her and the Look Smaxer guy. But the reason I wanted to bring that up is because Ice Poseidon is actually got in some heat recently because if you don't remember, there was the woman named Jolly, which you probably do remember if you watched any of the Ice Poseidon house stuff, because she was the one who was like the younger woman who like the other girl fully like drugged her. So yeah, and it was a whole big controversy. Both the women got taken out of the house. Well, Ice Poseidon, I guess, decided it would be a fun and cool idea to, like, invite Jolly on a streaming trip with him to go to India. But people are, like, being like, bro, what are you doing? You can't take her to India. That's, like, hella unsafe. And I wanted to know what you guys think about that. Because he's saying, no, it's just going to be, like, a really good, like, opportunity for her to go on this, like, streaming trip and, like, make a name for herself. But a lot of people have said that India is really not the safest country for, like, young women to be in without, like, protection. So what do you guys think? Because I don't know much about traveling to most other country. I've never left. I don't have a passport, so I've never left America. So I'm always interested to hear other people's opinions when it comes to these traveling subjects. Ghosty Bun said, that sounds sus to me, honestly. And the reason that it sounds sus to me, not even just going to the country, it's like he remembers how kind of what's the best way I can say it? She's like very naive. She was like the most naive person in that whole Ice Poseidon house situation. She was like quick to kind of just think everybody was her friend and everything was cool with everybody. When really she didn't know anybody there. I mean, the Mia girl was fully trying to take advantage of her. And I'm not saying that like, oh, you should always be able to tell when somebody is. But like after she did it the first time, Like, and it happened again. It was, like, crazy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he should know that her, with, like, the level of naivety that she showed being there to the point that he had to kick her out of the house, why would you then invite her to an area unless you are guaranteeing that you're going to keep her 100% safe and she's not going to go off and do some random shit with some random people? Like, you know what I'm saying? How can he... I don't know. It's very scary. Jillian Thurl said, I've never been to India, but I'm assuming location in India does matter. But it's just weird to go on a trip together and she's so not aware. Exactly. It's the, like, she just... I feel like she's got a lot to, like, learn about life. She's very young. She's a lot younger than me. She's 19. And, like, I remember when I was 19, I was probably 10 times more naive than I am now. And that's not to say someone who's 19 is, like, underage or, like, trying to make it seem like he's necessarily, like, a creep or anything like that. Because I don't think he's doing it with the intentions of, like, trying to, like, take advantage of her. I think he is trying to, like, give her the opportunity to make a name for herself in streaming because she was good content at the house. But the problem is, like... is she ready to go on a big trip out of the country like that? Because he's done these, like, RV tours and stuff that he does in the country. He could invite her to something like that. And then if she doesn't like it, she could easily just fly home. When you're signing up for something out of the country, it's just a little bit crazier of a situation. And I don't know, like, you have no resources there if something goes wrong. Like, you don't know anybody there. Melissa Duncan said, on a completely unrelated note, if you Google Jimothy, he runs across the screen. I'll Google Jimothy. Let me pull it up. All right. Let's watch it happen live. I'll make it big. I'm on Firefox. Will that make a difference? Firefox, don't fail me now. Jimothy! 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 I'm sorry, this is really exciting. I'm just like... Jimothy! Bro, it's funny because I showed you guys him and I was like, nobody cares about Jimothy. And I swear to God, that same day, the whole world cared about Jimothy all of a sudden. And I was like, I know I didn't start this movement by any means. But why did nobody care? Until that specific day, because that shit had been going viral for like a couple days on my Twitter. But like no one, like I'd send Jimothy to people and they'd be like, ah, fuck your Jimothy. Now they got Jimothy on the Roku TV. They got Jimothy in D&D. He's a world-traveled raccoon. They should get him in like sanctuary or something though, because I'm a little bit concerned for his well-being, just like roaming the streets of Seattle with the crazies. There's gonna be some crazy that finds him, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, we don't need that happening. Protect Jimothy at all costs. Jimothy t-shirts are next. Can the proceeds go to Jimothy spending the rest of his life in a raccoon sanctuary? Because that would make me very happy. I'm just worried, you know? Because if you don't know, like, animals that have disabilities in the wild or, like, any sort of health problems, anything that, like, their lifespans usually cut short in the wild. Most animals that are, like, somewhat domesticated animals their lifespans are longer when in captivity. But because he's a wild animal, I don't know how that's gonna go. But I think he could do pretty good with some sort of assistance just because of his spine issue. Speaking of which, today I told you guys we're gonna do Wild Wednesday, and I said I was gonna do it at the end of the stream, but I'm not gonna lie, the rest of the stream today is gonna be a bit more chill. I don't really have like a ton of stories planned for you guys today because I did a lot of my content yesterday, and then we got True Crime Thursday, and I got a stream planned for you guys on Friday, so I didn't want to pack too much in this week, but I promised you Wild Wednesday. I could use this opportunity to tell you guys about, you know what, I'll do this in a smart way. I gotta make you guys care about what I'm gonna tell you about. I gotta pull up a picture for this. I can't not have a picture of the beautiful animal we're gonna be talking about. I'll have a couple up and ready to swap around too. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. So the reason that I want to hit this Wild Wednesday, I think, is probably gonna be the most important one that I ever do. And a lot of you probably don't know that this happened, so the only chance that I could use my platform to talk about this would be today. So let's go ahead and hit this. So here, let me drag this over here so I can show you guys the pictures, no problem. Boom. Here, let me block this out so it fits a little bit better, maybe. Perfect. Yeah, that looks good. So the Florida panther. This might be an animal you've heard about a lot, but we have a very important reason that we're talking about the Florida panther today. So these are commonly seen to be like the staple animal of Florida. These guys and the alligators. They are incredibly cool. Starting off. Oop, can I zoom in without it? Will it let me drag this? Bam. Starting off, look at these incredible paws. Look at these incredible paws on that beautiful, gorgeous animal. So, if you don't know, the Florida panther is also known as the North American cougar, and they mostly live down in Florida. There is a couple other states that do get populations of them, but they are actually an endangered species. They frequent areas like the Everglades. Now, this is my favorite part. Here it is. So, if you didn't know, the coolest thing about Florida panthers is that when they're born, they get usually born with these bright blue eyes that eventually develop into that color that we saw, that more like greenish, yellow kind of striking color. But they're born looking like this. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. And that's the second picture. You can see the size of like a Florida panther baby compared to like the mother. This one's like toddlerish sized in the second photo. This one's pretty little here. So these guys are pretty precious. When they're babies, they have these spots so that they can camouflage better with the environment, and as they get older, because they get those big paws I was showing you guys before with those big claws, they don't really need the camouflage as much because they hunt similarly to like how lions and a lot of other big cats would. They kind of like go really low in the grass, and they're a bit of like a stalking type of predator, which is really common. Now, the most common range for them to be is specifically in southwest Florida, like close to where the Everglades is. You don't find them too often on the East Coast, but there is actually a few colonies well known in different counties on the East Coast. A lot of Florida panther colonies are marked. They do try to tag them with these collars that you see here because they are an endangered species. So they like to keep a track of how many Florida panthers there are to kind of get an idea of what's been happening to them. So they usually live in pine lands. They like tropical areas as well, but specifically needs to have hard wood because they like to have the ability to climb when they hunt. And they can also do freshwater swamp forests because anywhere where there's an ability for them to be able to catch fish, they're extremely good hunters. Those big paws help them a lot. So you would think having big paws would make it louder when you walk, but because they're spread out the way they are, it almost acts like a silencer would on like a gun. Like it silences their paws so they can creep up real slow. Like they're so good at stalking prey that's why their camouflage goes away as they get older. It's not really as necessary. These guys are specifically carnivores, pretty similar to like all big. I don't think there's a single, thinking off the top of my head right now, I know a lot about a lot of the different big cat species. I can't think of a single big cat species that's not primarily a carnivore. Cats should not eat anything other than meat for the most part. Honestly, to be real. Hexa, Zay, can you capture one and send it to me? Unfortunately not. Here's a big baby with a little blep. I figured you guys would enjoy this one. And you can get like a good idea of those paws here as well. So these guys, this is what might make you sad. These guys, unfortunately, primarily hunt raccoons, so Jimothy would not be safe here. Armadillos, nutrias, which are like little mice type of creatures, mice and waterfowl. Larger prey, they go for storks, deer, feral pigs, and they can even hunt small American alligators. These guys are what are known as opportunistic hunters and will even prey on things such as livestock or domesticated animals. That's not really their fault, though. They're wild animals that got stuck in a fucking place that's building up infrastructure and not really caring about the area for the wildlife. And then they'll complain if their dog were to be attacked by a panther. But it's like, bitch, where's the panther gonna go? Anywho, so it actually says that according to a 2022 study, Florida panthers are actually the main cause of death for white-tailed deer in Southwest Florida. And it said that out of the 241 deer that were captured to count like population, 96 of them were killed by Florida panthers, which does show a little bit of improved health for the endangered population that they are still hunting in certain areas. The only other problem is that they are competing with Burmese python. So Burmese python are an invasive species here in Florida, and because they've been like so rampant, they're stealing the food from the native species, the panthers being one of them. So they gotta fight a little bit. So these guys usually live up to 20 years, but some can live longer and have shorter lifespans due to their territories being taken over, which is what we're going to get into next. So the primary threats to these guys is population is their habitat loss, habitat degradation, and habitat fragmentation. Florida panthers need dense vegetation to be able to properly hunt and stalk their prey. The more vegetation that gets cut out of Florida, the more panthers get cut out of Florida. That's just 1-to-1. And because southern Florida has been developing so fast, it has become extremely overcrowded. And unfortunately, panthers are being hit by cars at an immense rate. So let me give you guys the number for this year. 2026 panther killed by car. So just between January to early July, 11 total Florida panthers have been killed by drivers. 11. That might not seem like shit. You're probably like, 11? What does that mean to you? Well, the biggest problem is that most of them were females. And how old were these females? 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. Breeding age to keep the population going. And why am I super angry about this? Why am I talking about this today? Because if you don't know, you know they fucking got rid of the Endangered Species Act this month? Did anybody know that? Most people don't. They are literally making it so that land that is protected habitat for endangered species can now be developed. Threatened species protections, gone. The Endangered Species Act, whoop, out the window. Everyone in the chat saying hello. Yep, nobody knew this. Nobody knew this. It's actually some shit. Out of all the things that have happened, you know me. I've said it before, I've said it again. I don't give a fuck about politics. But one thing I think a lot of people do care about is the wildlife and the animals that were here before us and will be here after us. Hopefully, if we don't take them all out. What are the list of endangered species in Florida? Let me give you a list. The Florida panther, the West Indian manatee, the Everglade snail kite, multiple different sea turtle populations. You sea turtle lovers out there, even if you're not a cat lover, even if you don't really care about if you don't care about manatees, whatever, there's an animal you will care about. Florida bonneted bat. There's only 1,000 left. 1,000 of them left. Estimated. Florida panthers, by the way, remember when I said that 11 were killed? Do you know how many are left? Estimated between 130 and 230 of these big cats you're seeing here, these incredible predators, there's less than 300 of them left, and 11 of them were killed this year by reckless driving. Crazy. Crazy. Insane. In-fucking sane. You guys like birds? I'm not a huge bird fan. You like birds? Here's another endangered species in Florida. Red-cocked woodpeckers. One of the only place they live. But they've been endangered since 1970. Done nothing to correct that, though. If you like sea turtles, here's all the different endangered sea turtle species. The leatherback, the hawksbill, the Kemp's Ridley sea turtles. There's more, but that's a couple. There's a bunch. The problem is development. Infrastructure is killing the fucking animals, and they just don't even care. They're just making it worse. It's crazy, man. That's why this Wild Wednesday, I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention what happened to the Endangered Species Act before I get talking about a lot of endangered species on these following Wednesdays. Because if the numbers start getting bad, I want you to know why. Ghosty Bun said, and with the data centers, they're going to make that much worse. Why do you think they repealed the act? What was the number one thing in the way of building data centers? Land that was protected for species that lived there. There's this thing that happens in Florida, so I'll tell you guys about it. I know mostly about like what happens with the Florida stuff, so I can't tell you a lot about other states, but gopher tortoises. They are a protected species, a native species here. I don't know if they're still endangered. They once were. They might not be anymore. There's a pretty good difference of different areas of populations of them. If you buy land to build on in Florida, you have to pay to remove the gopher tortoises. Gopher tortoise, let me look up the exact price of it. The gopher tortoise removal services. Okay, so cost estimate is roughly about 700 per tortoise, right? Okay. But here's the thing, right? So they charge you 700 per tortoise. Let's say you buy land and you're going to build a housing complex. You buy huge land and you're going to build a housing complex. Well, if you got 40 tortoises on that land, let's do some quick maths on my phone and see exactly how much money that would be. So 700 times 50, that would cost you roughly $35,000 to remove all these tortoises safely, right? But you want to know something crazier? In Florida, the fine that they give you for killing tortoises, it could be up to 5 years in prison, or it could be anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000 per tortoise. But you know what they actually do? They make the price of killing the tortoises less than the price of the fucking removal. And if you look it up, you can look up 90% of the fucking different housing companies here don't pay for the tortoise removal. They will kill the tortoises and just pay the lesser fines that they get for killing the tortoises. Crazy. So when all these people are saying, stop moving to Florida, there's too many houses here, that's why. Because these housing developers will literally kill the natural wildlife here and get away with it by paying less than they would to pay for natural removal of relocation of them. Ain't that some shit? You know what one of the housing companies did? They bulldozed over every single one of the, they had 35 active tortoises on their land, bulldozed over every single one of the tortoise burrows, because they burrow into the ground, and buried them alive. Crazy shit. And that's the shit that we gotta deal with. For data centers and housing that already exists. How many abandoned fucking apartment complexes do you guys know near you? Emily said, I never wanted to live in Florida. Now I really don't want to ever live in Florida. And the sad part is, this isn't just Florida. Shit like this happens in every single state. I promise you, look up some of the endangered species in your area. Look up some of the wildlife coordinators, etc. Like people that talk about what happens in your area with some of the species and what got there. Because you can literally major in college to study wildlife conservationists. That's what I was looking for. There is wildlife conservationists in every single state, and they do tell you what's going on, you know? It's important to be interested in this stuff if you care about animals. But hey, it's not hopeless. I will say that. It's definitely not hopeless, because there's been hella years where things like that, like the Endangered Species Act, they'll try to repeal, or they will repeal it, and it gets put right back on, right? So the biggest thing you gotta do is fight and be vocal if you care about the animals, which is why I'm using today to be vocal and fight so that you guys hopefully care about the animals like I do. But it's not hopeless. It really isn't. You can look up things you can do in your area to help as well. There's tons of different resources, programs you could donate to if you're interested in helping in a monetary aspect. And every state's different, right? So like your state might have some pretty good conservation stuff compared to my state, and I hope so for you. When it comes to anything as far as your local wildlife, that's where local elections come into play a little bit more than like the big political stuff. Because while they can make like federal laws, for example, that repeal Endangered Species Act, your state could put in a law that enforces its own Endangered Species Act. So consider those things. Sammy said my best friend got laid off as a park ranger because of budget cuts. It was his dream job, and he and coworkers were doing amazing work. I think a lot of the national parks did lose funding this year as well, or like last year or something like that. There's been a lot of shit that's happened. It's kind of crazy. So I just want to make you all aware. But don't ever lose hope in being the change you want to see. Jimothy did bring us here. Jimothy brought us all together. We learned through Jimothy, we all care about the animals. Everybody loves Jimothy. It's honestly pretty cool to see, though, back on the subject of him, like, him living a life to the fullest and other raccoons, like, accepting him. Good for Jimothy. No doomers, only hopium, exactly. If Jimothy can make it out there in a world with his short little spine and his long little legs and the other raccoons, don't look at him like he's a little cryptid. You can too. We love Jimothy. Jimothy is like Hope Core. It's so funny. You guys remember like back when it was like COVID time and everyone would post those like Hope Core videos? Punch the little monkey, didn't he get accepted? I think he did get accepted. The last I heard of Punch was that some of the other monkeys started being nice to him, so he made friends. If you don't know who Punch is, Punch was this little baby monkey who, like, his mom died, and then they got him, like, a stuffed animal, and he, like, only was friends with the stuffed animal, and the other monkeys were being mean to him. And then he eventually, one monkey started being nice to him, and I think he got integrated into the group, if I'm correct. Yeah, a lot of those stories never give you, like, the total happy ending. Then there was, like, Moo Dang. I feel like every couple years, or, like, every year or so, there's, like, one animal that blows up and is, like, the animal of the year. This year, it's Jimothy. Oh, yeah, maybe the mom rejected him. It was that. I thought his mom died. It was something sad. It was really tragic. Everyone was like, yeah. Oh, also, I should have told you guys, by the way, the name of that housing company that killed all those tortoises is called Pulte Homes. Pulte. Pulte Homes. You can look this up for yourself. It happened back in 2021, and just in case you're ever curious. Barely Functional said, Zay, have you seen the lady online who has built a little duck sanctuary in her backyard? LOL, she's in Miami. I haven't seen that, but you know what I did see recently? There's this lady out in California. She's not in like LA or anything like that. She's in like it looks like the mountains or something. She has like a huge property in her backyard that she like entirely like fenced in to make her cat like a cat sanctuary. So it's got like ponds of like fish and stuff, and it's all like crazy nature, but it's all like plants that are native to the area, and it's so freaking gorgeous. And like you'll just see her cats, like they have like bridges going. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Cat sanctuary lady, California. Outside. No, not this lady. I'll know her when I see her. I don't know if I can find it. She has an accent. Is it this? No, it's not this. It was way nicer than this. It was like crazy cool. I'll try to wait, is it this? It's not this one, but it looks like kind of similar to this one. This one's kind of cool. Here, I'll show you guys this one. This one's pretty sick. Oh, my thing's all strange. Hold on. Let's watch this one. Oh my god, if I can make it bigger.
Today we're visiting.
Oh, that black cat is so cute.
Today.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I can't even like pause it. Look at this baby. I'm sorry. I love cats that have little faces like this. This cat is so cute. Oh my god. Oh, the way he sticks his little nose up.
An amazing woman who has built a cat sanctuary in her home in Belize, a small Central American country where there's virtually no help for cats. Here they're often neglected, and there's a local superstition that black cats are evil. The woman.
I hate when people say it, makes me cry. If you have a black cat, you know. Black cats are like the most loving little bugs. My little pumpkin bug, just all she wants all day is pets and love. Like, she's so, if I had to tell you which one of my cats is the most behaved, my little pumpkin bug. She does nothing wrong. She just sleeps all day and wants to snuggle. She's so behaved.
The woman we are about to meet has dedicated her life to rehabilitating cats in need. She has built a massive home for them full of.
See, this is what I want in my life. If I ever get rich, you know what's coming.
Platforms, scratching posts, branches and poles. There are well over 100 cats here, so let's go and have a look and learn more.
I love cats so much. Can I just say, like, that's what I'm saying. If money wasn't a problem, this would be my life. I would just be living, having a giant cat sanctuary, like triple the size of my house in the backyard, just bringing in cats and then adopting them out to people.
Hi, my name's Kaylee and this is Crazy Tail. Let's go in, let's go and check it out, come on. Oh, look at all these cats, this is immense. It really is crazy, isn't it?
You sit more on the hot days when it's hot, everybody just
This is so cute.
takes shelter from the cold tiles. But look, they can hear us now, so they're coming down, they're very social.
You guys hear them chittering? I love when cats make that like sound. It's so cute.
This one,
That's Monster Munch.
Monster Munch, what a name.
Well, you can tell from her personality. She used to be called Puppy, but she earned the name Monster Munch. I've had her since she was about 4 weeks old. She was wandering down the road, slowly finding her way to me.
Have I told you guys this? Oh my god, have I told you guys about the cat outside? I am in mental turmoil every single night, okay? I have been dealing with this fucking situation. So, I go on a walk. Me and S1K go on a walk together every night. Almost like on a scheduled kind of routine. It's like when it's like dark outside, usually anytime between like 10 to like 1 a.m., right? Like, I'd say like a week ago now, maybe more, I don't even know. This fucking little tabby cat, I'm talking Peach's like twin, this little tabby cat came running up between my legs, okay? And it was super friendly. She's like super nice and adorable. And so she ended up walking all the way back with us to our apartment and then trying to walk inside. And I was like, the cat distribution system. So we managed to get her all the way up to the bathroom, and we tried to like lock her away to like quarantine from the other cats because she's from the outside and we don't know what's up with her or any of that. And it seems like her and Peach were not like Pumpkin. Everybody else is fine. Her and Peach, like, she is not fucking with Peach. Peach just wants to be friends with her. Peach is a very friendly cat. But the other cat is just like hissing at her. We named the other cat Muffin. Okay, so I'm gonna refer to the other tabby cat as Muffin. So we got Muffin up in the bathroom. She's like hissing at Peach, and it's like, I look up when the shelter opens, and it's not till like 12 p.m. So it's like, fuck. We like are in this like weird situation, and the cat, like, every time we go to open the bathroom door is like looking like she wants to run down the stairs. So we eventually open the door to see if she wants to run, and she does. We let her like back outside to do her thing, and we're like, okay, cool. Like, this was an adventure. Hopefully we'll see this cat in the morning sometime, or like maybe she's somebody's cat that just stumbled into our apartment on accident. She's in the wrong apartment. She's just super friendly. Every single night since that cat was in our bathroom for like 10 minutes, every single night, this cat has come back, either waiting for us outside of our apartment for when we go on the walk, or is like, we'll be walking and she'll just run up from behind us and just like say hello. So I started bringing a churro treat on my walk every night because I know she's gonna be there. She won't just come inside. Like, we're in this impasse. I see her every night, okay? She's here every night, but she and Peach are just beefing, and I'm scared because I don't know if she has, like, FIV or anything, so I'm worried about, like, having her in here too close to the cats and all that, because I need to take her to the shelter. I can't have another cat. I literally can't afford it. I, like, won't be irresponsible and just take another cat just because it chose me. But I want to take the cat to the shelter because it's very sweet, and like I think it would get adopted super quickly. It's very friendly. It's like a little bit skinny, and even if it's somebody's cat, right? Like, I want to figure out if it's microchip, because like they should know that their cat is like outside and like begging other people for food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't believe in the outside cat thing, really. Like, it depends on the area you're in, like, for sure, like, if you can have an outside cat, but I just, in general, in this area, okay, there's too many cars. It's really, like, I don't think you should have an outside cat in this specific area. Like, if you were in another part of the state, maybe, not here, just not here. So, I just think that baby needs a home. So I keep trying to find her during the day. I have no clue where she goes during the day, but she always finds me at night. She will literally, and the craziest part is, like, I'm not even joking. She will go, we like do like laps around our neighborhood. She will walk with us the whole way. She follows us the whole way. It's so crazy. So I don't know. I just want to get this cat into the shelter. The shelter I would take her to is amazing. They have great turnaround rates for like adoption. I'm sure she'd get an amazing home, and it just stresses me out because I've never had the cat distribution system before. And she's not the only one. There's two other outside cats. There's Lemon and Creamsicle. Lemon is a little Siamese cat, and Creamsicle is this little white and orange cat. They're totally feral though. They will not let you pet them, but I feed them on occasion when they come around because they like know I give food. I'm like the fucking cat mother to all these outside cats in this neighborhood at this point. But I haven't seen Lemon and Creamsicle in about a week. I saw them before I ever even saw Muffin though, so. Barely Functional said, yeah, I'm not big on it either. My dad has some, but he's a really good yard and it's woodsy. There's only one left, and I plan to convert him into an indoor cat once I move. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's obviously Danny said, can you call the shelter to see if they can come get her at that time? Huh. Yo, actually, I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna give it, because I got a couple weeks before we move out, so I'm gonna like see if maybe she'll come around during the day before now and then. But I think that is what I'll do before I move out. If I can't get her to the shelter before then, I'll call them and let them know there's 3 cats in this area. And I'm not gonna lie, Creamsicle especially is super underweight, really looks like she needs like help. And I would really love for them to get those cats in to help them. But I'll try calling a couple of them. That's actually not a bad idea. Because even if they're not open during the day, maybe one of the volunteers would be open to like setting up traps in the neighborhood or something to try to catch them. Not a bad idea. The D-Rock said, in my neighborhood growing up, we had a pack of roving feral cats. Our neighbor wouldn't get his cat fixed until we got coyotes, and then no more cats. See, that's why it's not good for outside cats. And like eagles, hawks, things like that, super dangerous for them as well. What was I going to say? You could also like we're watching in this, set up like an outside cat sanctuary type of thing. I don't know. It's really scary for, they're not meant to be outside. They're snuggly little babies. But let's keep watching this.
Do you name all the cats yourself then?
Yeah, most of them. Occasionally, sometimes people will find them, they'll name them before bringing them to me. If there's a good name, I'll keep it. If not, I change it. I'm very picky with names.
And how do you remember all of these
I don't know,
names?
you think like if you work with children, you work with people, I spend a lot of time with them. I have that bond, so I do.
That's a bit of a silly question. How would you forget the cats' names? Like, I would have remembered them all. I could have 400 cats and I know all of their names.
I remember them all.
So are you a big cat person?
I've always loved cats. I never loved them in this quantity. I kind of like accidentally fell into this. So when I moved to Belize, I saw how bad cats were. I started volunteering with my local humane society, and there is nothing but cats. Nobody.
That's so sad. I know. That's a sad thing in like a lot of other countries is like, especially in like third world countries, like they can't even afford to care for the animals. It's not like they're like choosing to be like, fuck them. They just don't have the resources to also care for the animals while their country is like suffering as well, you know?
Cares about them. You struggle to get cat supplies. I run out of cat food all the time. Nowhere in the country can keep a constant flow. So I started fostering, and as soon as I started fostering, I saw exactly how many cats there were. So that's when this started. I couldn't work with Humane Society because they kept telling me no, they have too many cats, and you can't say no. There's nobody else to take them. Obviously I do say no. I get calls practically daily about cats, but some of them I can't say no to. A lot of the time when they're tiny neonates, I know what happens when I say no.
I'm gonna get sad. Okay, I'm gonna get sad. I'm gonna get sad. But I don't know. See, I would love to do something like that. I feel like it would be super wholesome. That would be like a dream, low-key. Barely Functional said, so my dad legit had a cat colony without trying. When it got bad, he called someone who came out and helped capture and get them fixed. Some got adopted, but the more feral ones were left with him. Yeah, so that's actually a program in a lot of areas. If you have like a local like humane society and you have like a lot of outside cats that like aren't yours, you just moved into an area and they start appearing, you can call for what is called a TNR, which is a trap, neuter, release, where they will trap the cats that are in the colony, neuter, spay them so that they cannot reproduce, and then release them back to the area where they were. And they tend to keep like the less feral ones and put them up for adoption, where the like ones that like would take longer to socialize, they just get let back into the wild. Granted, it's obviously not the best method, but it's better than them just like breeding unsanctioned, and at least like they're getting some sort of veterinary care in their life. Yeah, my Pumpkin, her ear is tipped because I actually don't know her story, but I know for a fact that the shelter I go to, because I got Peach, like I had to wait for her to get spayed to adopt her, so I like paid for her and picked her up a week later because she was still getting spayed. They don't cut the ears off. So Pumpkin's ear tip, I'm assuming she was a TNR program at some point, like a TNR fail. Because they don't even ear tip for, they do there's two different ways you can mark a cat being spayed. You can tattoo them on their tummy and it'll be like a little blue line, or you can ear tip them. My other cats have the tattoo. She's ear tipped, which is usually a sign of TNR, so I believe she was probably a TNR fail. I couldn't imagine her being in the wild. She's very helpless. Like, to be real, she's too scared of everything. So glad I got her, to be real. She's just like so perfectly my cat. Like, she loves me so much. All right, let me see. Yo, we watched one of these the other day.
Today we are
I wanna watch this one, cause look at this fucking cat.
grooming Fergus, the 1-year-old Maine Coon that has never been professionally groomed before. Hi.
He's so big. Look at this honk.
So, do you like tubes?
Every cat likes tubes.
No? I believe that you do. Hello, pretty boy. Tube. To me, Maine Coons always
Bro, look at this cat. This is the cat you look at and he's like wise beyond his years. This is the cat you look at and you're like, ah, yes. The Elder Scrolls. The D-Rock said, OMG, you've got to watch the one she has with the goblin cat. Is it the little, hairless one? Wait, I'll check it out. Let me see. I love this. Oh god, that's a scary looking dog. I'll admit. Here, let me, goblin cat. I don't know if it's this one.
Over the
What?
last decade, I thought I've seen it all. But today, I met a new species. This is Kazoo, and he's a 3-year-old trash goblin.
They named him Kazoo!
Apparently, he is actually a Persian and Himalayan mix. And as always, I trim the murder mittens before combat. Cats with flat faces can have a hard time grooming themselves, so they often require professional appointments.
I'm sorry, he's so funny looking. Oh my god. Yo, I love this cat. He's so funny looking.
To maintain their coat and prevent matting.
What he's going.
This could quite possibly be the strangest feline that I have ever met. His owner warned me that he is okay with having his face washed, and I was pretty stoked about the fact that I was able to turn him into E.T.
I'm crying. He looks like a little wet rat.
In case you're wondering why we referred to him as a trash goblin,
What is this? Why does he look like that? Oh my god, I love him. I love cats that are like so ugly that they're cute. He's so ugly in the cutest way possible. I fucking love this cat.
that's because his owner told me that the garbage is his toy of choice.
Bro!
Other than his alien appearance and his frantic air licking, my favorite thing about Kazoo are his majestic whiskers. Or the
He's
fact that
wise
he
beyond
awkwardly
his
enjoyed
years.
his bum wash.
Why is he
After
licking
his
the
bath,
wall?
I towel him dry, and this might be the only cat that enjoys having his tail touched.
He's so oh
And
my
then
god.
I blow dry him with
Wait, watch that back. That's
that
so
enjoys
cute.
having his tail touched.
Why is he just licking the air?
And then I blow dry him with the high velocity dryer.
Bro, he looks real funny in that saw.
He reminds me of a wise grandfather who is ready to teach me some very important life lessons.
He's just licking. He's so funny. Look at this majestic creature billowing in the wind. This is crazy.
I'm shaving his body down today in my number 10 blade. And apparently, to Monsieur Kazoo, the entire groom is just pure ecstasy. We can certainly learn a lesson from this fine young chap to find the best out of even the most uncomfortable of circumstances.
Bro is just a licking machine. He has no brain cells.
And now I
He's
shave
just
out his paw pads. Cats are different from dogs, and their paws are very delicate, so we do not go inside the pad when shaving. We only trim the hair that's coming out of the pad. I tidy up his fashionable boots, and then I round up his face.
He makes the most adorable sounds. He's like,
I spray him down in our berry cologne,
he's so
and this
cute.
strange feline is all finished. He's off to spend the evening cuddling with his best friend, Charlie the Dachshund. Thank you so much for watching. I hope
Yo! They got just a normal weenie dog and this like scrunkly little couch goblin cat. Oh my god, this is so cute. Look at this guy. Oh my, he looks like just a fucking lint ball. He's so cute. Oh my god. I love cats. I really love cats. Here, let's see. Oh. Let's see if we can find another good one. Usually I can tell by the thumbnail if we're gonna get a good one or not. I love these
today we are
dogs.
grooming a long, fluffy noodle. This is Finn, and he's a silken windhound, and also very much still a baby. He's
These dogs are so freaking cute.
here today for his very first professional grooming experience.
Are we gonna have a bath?
Dude, their long noses get me so good. They're just like all length. Oh, what happened? There we go.
Don't panic, okay?
The truth is, you probably wouldn't know that this is his first appointment, because Finn gives
Aw.
no fluffs. Emotionally, spiritually, zero fluffs given.
Let me touch you with this. Good boy. Very good boy.
He just looks so content.
Good boy. You're so skinny.
The silken windhound is a relatively rare sighthound breed, developed for both companionship and athletic performance.
He's
They
stunning.
typically stand between 18 to 24 inches and weigh approximately 25 to 55 pounds, giving them that signature lean, elegant build. They have an average lifespan of 14 to 16 years.
He's similar to like a fluffy greyhound. That's kind of what they look like to me. I'm not gonna lie, I love a good lanky looking dog. One of my favorite breeds of dogs is the blue tick hound. They are stunning, beautiful dogs.
Which is quite long for a dog of their size.
I hear you don't like having your paws touched. Good boy.
He's just like a wiener
You're
dog
so
with like
cute.
long legs. It's so
Temperament-wise,
cute.
they are known for being gentle, affectionate, and highly people-oriented. They tend to be calm and relaxed indoors, while still maintaining strong athletic ability outdoors. Because they are sighthounds, they do have a high prey drive, which means secure outdoor spaces or leash-controlled areas
Yo, he does got a Jimothy body. You're cooking.
are essential.
Come here, little face. Are you so cute? Are you so cute? Hi. Hello. I know, I heard you don't like having your paws touched. Oh!
He said, then what are you doing?
Was that a
I'm
real
crying.
upset or was that a playful upset? I couldn't tell.
Oh my god, B Love Tally said, I love a cute Maltipoo. At one of the apartments that I looked at, one of the ones I almost got, actually, I went into the office and there was a little dog. I'm talking like the cutest little dog wearing a sweater, okay? And I was like, and she just came up and let me pet her. And apparently she was a Maltipoo. It was the cutest little dog. She was just wearing like a little like tutu sweater. It was so cute.
It's okay.
Look at him in the sock.
Boy.
The silken windhound can be a good fit for first-time dog owners, provided their exercise needs are met and their natural instincts are understood. As for grooming, their silky coat is relatively low maintenance, but it does benefit from regular brushing to prevent tangles. And thankfully for me, Finn seems completely okay with all of this.
He's
Your
so
hair is in
cute.
perfect shape and you are not shedding, but your paws. Don't bite. No, that's not nice.
That's not nice, buddy.
No, whoa. That's not, oh, you are. That's not nice. That's not nice.
He's getting quabby.
I have to do your paws. I don't have a muzzle that's going to fit this tiny little noodle face. You see. Are you a little dramatic with these paws?
No,
Whoa.
Leave it.
Okay.
He's gonna crash out over his
Finn,
little feet.
leave it.
Leave it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. You leave it.
God, that's scary when the dog is
Okay, now we have to do the
freaking out
nails.
and you have the clipper. I'd be
Well, the
panicking.
back ones, he doesn't care so much. It's the front ones he doesn't like. Good, leave it. No, don't even think about it.
That's too much.
Good, leave it.
Good, leave it. Good.
Good.
The ideal home for a silken
He is
windhound
just a
is one
baby.
that can provide regular exercise and a safe place to run. They thrive in environments where they receive consistent companionship, as they tend to form strong bonds with their owners.
He's so precious.
Nails? Yes, you can sniff. Good, leave it. Good.
He's
Would you
so
like a treat?
cutie.
Yes.
Yo, that's how my cats
Everybody
are when I
seems to
try
like
to
these
clip their
salmon
nails.
treats.
I feel you.
Good boy. Cologne? And just like that, this long, elegant noodle is officially fresh and clean. For a first groom, I give it a
Yay.
10 out of 10. Put your harness
He
on.
did so good.
Come here, Finn. Good boy. Very good. Wait. Good boy. Okay, let's go.
He's so cute. He's so fluffy. I love a good lanky fluffy dog. What a little cutie. That also reminds me, I am going to put the Pet of the Day award in now. Bum bum bum. Drum roll, please. I hope you guys are excited for today's Pet of the Day, because we got a good one. Here, ignore this for 1 second. We got a good one. Drum roll, please. Oh no, we're doing Pet of the Day. And we got Mochi Boshi Licious Bagel Spots. Mochi Bochalicious Bagel Spots! She is so cute. Look at this little baby. Little Mochi Bochalicious Bagel Spots. She is our Pet of the Day. So, I will drop this flyer for you guys in Maine. Make sure to congratulate today's winner, because little Mochi is the cutest little bug. She is pretty adorable. So, everybody, shout out to Navi in the Discord for having today's Pet of the Day. Mochi Bochalicious Bagel Spots. Oh, sorry, I love that name. That's so good. Bazinga Mantis Shrimp. Dude, that's funny. Every time I look at the, here, I'm not gonna show it because I don't want to dox the shelter near me, but I'm gonna look up, the shelter near me and see if they have any funny animal names, because they usually do. It always sends me. Let's see. Actually not that crazy. Not that bad this week. Okay. Jerry. They named a cat Jerry. Here, can I open this in another tab? Bro. They named this kitten Plumpy. They named a kitten Plumpy. They also have another kitten named Sasquatch. They got Plumpy and Sasquatch. Now let me check the dogs. The dogs can be diabolical too. Big Girl. That's a funny name. Big Girl. They got Himothy. They got Himothy. They got a dog named Himothy. That's kind of diabolical, I can't lie. They got a dog named Spork. Silly Bands? What the fuck? Silly Bands? They have a dog named Pokemon. They have a dog named Pokemon! Why did they name the dog Pokemon? They have a coonhound named Moose. Oh, so cute. Pokemon is adorable. It's just the funniest name, I think. I love that shelter though, because they have a program where you can like take a dog out for a day and like take them to the beach or like take them to the aquarium and stuff. I would so do that. I'd eat that shit up. Take a little dog on a little play date. So cute. Oh, well, I think we're getting ready to end off here. We did not hit today's daily members goal, and I do not mind. I just hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of today's episode. I know it was a little bit more chill, unorganized than what we do here, but we did 2 episodes yesterday, so we had to have a chill one to make up for it. Spooky Pooster said do it, stream it. Maybe once we get a new car, I can convince S1K we should do that. I don't know if he'd be down because he's allergic to dogs, so we'd have to see. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. Thank you so much for joining, for tuning in, and having a good time with me today. Let me see who we got to redirect you guys to. There's usually somebody on and live around this time that we can find. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm just scrolling. I actually have no clue today who to redirect to. If anyone has suggestions, feel free to throw them out there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. I'm scrolling like the river. I just gotta keep refreshing until something comes up. It's starting to show me the same things over and over again. I don't know, guys. I can't find one today. I'm not gonna lie. I really can't. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to throw it out there. I'm just looking up live stuff. Man, I don't know. This is hard. Oh my god, there's no one live! Aren't you exhausted? Who's that? Okay, they're live. I'll send you guys there if it'll let me. It all depends. Do they have their redirects turned on? Do-do-do-do. They do! Alright, I'm sending you guys over too. Aren't you exhausted? Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. I know a couple of you guys have asked about if we're going to be doing True Crime Thursday again this Thursday. So yeah, we'll definitely hit that. I don't know exactly what the case will be yet. I actually haven't decided, and I need to decide so I can let everybody know. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you want to know what our secret little Smokies event is going to be this weekend, make sure you tune in tomorrow because I'll be talking about that a little bit. And, oh, Movie Wheel. We're gonna do the movie wheel tomorrow night because I actually got a couple things I gotta do tonight, so I don't want to promise you guys a movie and then I end up being too swamped to hit it. So we're gonna spin the movie wheel for Thursday's movie tomorrow. So make sure you guys get your picks in. And we'll see you guys then. Yeah, that's it. I'm signing off. Have a great night, guys.